Dear friends, this is Vinay Joseph. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode, we are going to learn about a special magic square which will be constructed using your date of birth, month and year. In the previous episode, we learned to construct a magic square of order 4 by 4 by using 7 consecutive natural numbers. And the final magic square that we obtained was a symmetric magic square. Here again we are going to construct a 4 by 4 magic square, and to construct that we will choose a date of birth, month and year. And I have chosen the date of birth as 30. Date of birth that I have chosen is 30th March 1933. If I add 30 and 3, this year 1933, I'll take it as 19 and 33 separately, because I am constructing a 4 by 4 magic square and I have 4 grids in each row and column. And if I add all these 4, I will get the sum as 85, and that will be the magic sum. This date of birth I have chosen because it is the date of birth of the person who has made me what I am. My teacher, my professor, my colleague, my guide, and my companion for life. He was, he is, and he will be. Who is that? I will let you know at the end of the video. Now, the date of birth that is chosen is filled in the topmost row of the magic square. 30, 3, 19, 33. This magic square that I have drawn here has 4 corners, and the corners are named as A, B, C and D. After I fill the first row, all the 4 grids with the numbers that I have chosen, I will take the 2 grids at the center and I will have the numbers in those 2 grids as 3 and 19. I will add 3 and 19. If I add 3 and 19, I'll get 22. This 22, I will split it into 2 parts. The first part I have taken here as 12 and the second part is 10. If you add these 2 parts, you should get 22. Should it be taken as 12 and 10 only? You need not take it as 12 and 10. Whatever you want, you can take, and the sum of the 2 parts should be equal to 22. Now, these 2 parts that I have now got, 12 and 10, I will fill it up at the ends of the magic square which are vacant. A is filled, D is filled. I'll write 12 at B and I will write 10 at C. So all the four corners are filled up now. Now what will I do is, I will take what I have at A and C and add the two. A and C, if I take and add, I will get 30 plus 10, and that is equal to 40. 30 plus 10 is equal to 40, and the sum that I get 40, I will again split it into two parts. The two parts that I have split it as are 25 and 15. You need not do it this way also. You can choose the two parts independently, like 20 and 20, 30 and 10, whatever. I have chosen it as 25 and 15. From where did I get this 40? I have taken A and C. A and C I have taken. I have got the answer as 40 if I add that. And I have split that into two parts. And the two parts are 25 and 50. Now where do I fill these two? A and C belong to the principal diagonal. I have got the sum as 40 and I have split that into two parts, 25 and 15. I will fill it up on the secondary diagonal, the grids which are empty, 25 and 15. Okay. Now I'll take the other two ends which constitute the secondary diagonal, B and D, the two corners. I will add them. B is 12 and D is 33. If I add B and D, 25 plus 33 is 45. I will split 45 into two parts. Again, as I told you, you can choose how you split. I will split 45 as 25 and 20. Okay. I have taken B and D. BD falls on the secondary diagonal. I get the sum as 45. That is split as 25 and 20. These two I will write on the grids which are empty on the principal diagonal. So I'll write a 25 here and I'll write a 20 here. Now slowly the grids in the 4x4 magic square is being filled in. Okay. Now what will I do is, I will take A and B. A and B I'll take and add A and B. A is 30, B is 12, and if I add I will get 42. I'll split 42 again into two parts. If I split 42 into two parts, I will get the two parts as chosen by me. What you want to choose, you can choose. So A and B, if I add, I'll get 42. And that 42 I have split as 30 and 12. Ready? Yes, start. A and B, 30 and 12 we added to get 42, and we split it into two parts, and I have split it as 30 and 12. This I will fill it up in the fourth column the two grids which are empty, 30 and 12. Okay. Now there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 grids which are empty. How do we find out, or what do we do now? The magic sum is 85. Using the magic sum, we will try to find out the grid which is empty. In the first row, all the 4 grids are filled up. In the second row, 3 grids are filled up. I'll add that. 25 and 15 is 40. 40 and 30 is 70. The magic sum is 85. From 85, if I subtract 70, I will get 15. So I'll fill 15 in the first grid of the second row. Likewise, in the third row, 25 and 20, 45, plus 12, 57. The magic sum is 85. From 85, if I subtract 57, I will get 28. So I will fill up the third row, first grid as 28. Now, here I have 2 empty grids. In the second column, I'll add up all the grids, 25 and 25, 50. 50 and 3 is 53. From 85, if I remove 53, I will get 32. And the last grid to be filled up. In the third column, 20 and 15 is 35. 35 plus 19 is 54. From 85, if we subtract 54, we will get 31. That will fill it up in the last grid of the third column. We have completed the 4 by 4 magic square, which is very special because the entries that we started with are the birth dates of a special person here. And of course, all of you are special, and your parents are special to you, your brothers and sisters are special to you, your teachers are special to you. So you can use their birth dates and try to create magic squares. You can create multiple magic squares with one date of birth that you choose. How? When you add the numbers that you split, when A and C are added, the numbers that are split into 2. When B and D are added, you'll again split it into 2. A and B are added, again you'll split the sum into 2. The size of the split, the numbers that you choose while splitting, can vary. When you vary that, the magic square grids will be filled with different numerals. So you can try doing that small change also. Now in this magic square, on the principal diagonal or on the secondary diagonal, or on all the 4 rows and on all the 4 columns, if you add, you will get 85. You can cross check that. On the secondary diagonal, 12, 25, 15 and 33. 25 and 15 is 40. 40 and 30 is 70. 70 and 10 is 80. 80 and 3 and 2, 85. On the principal diagonal, 30 and 20, 50, 55, 55 and 20, 75, plus 10, 85. Second row, 15 plus 25 is 40, plus 30 is 70, plus 15, 85. Just try adding up any row or any column or on the principal diagonal or on the secondary diagonal. You will get the sum as 85. Dear friends, please go through the video. It's not enough that if you just go through it once. You will have to multiple times repeat viewing the video, and then sit with your books and you start doing regular repetitive written work and regular repetitive shared work, either with your friends or family or teachers, will help you make your learning better. Please remember, whenever you are making mistakes or whenever you are learning in whichever process that involves the brain grows. So please don't just try the problems once or twice. Do it repeatedly and regularly. This construction of the 4x4 magic square I am sharing with you because once Albert Einstein had said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, but imagination encircles the world. If you want to be a good student, if you want to be a good human being, if you want to be a good son or daughter to your parents and a good citizen to the society, you will have to have discipline. You'll have to have an attitude which makes you never quit, and you'll also have to have the love towards whatever you do, liking towards whatever you do. The subjects that are taught to you shouldn't be just learned because they are taught to you. You will have to develop an inclination towards the subject, like the subject and love the subject. And in fact, the subject should be a part of you. The date of birth that I had chosen, 1933. As I told you, is the date of birth of a very special and a great person, a teacher who was a teacher by choice, a person who led his life on the most simplest of value systems, which was truth and honesty, but very difficult to practice. He was the only one among the 5 professors of mathematics during his time, a first rank holder in chemistry and in English for the entire Mysore state, a person who was honest to the core, and a person who was highly disciplined. He was the person who taught me the values that I have learned, though this learning process is continuous and I am trying to be better. He was my teacher, he was my professor. I was fortunate and blessed that I started working with him as a colleague, and he was my constant, consistent companion and guide. And with all humility and pride, I pay my respects to him for whatever he was to me, a great teacher. And he was my father, Professor V. Joseph. Dear friends, please respect your teachers. It's not just enough to tell your teachers that you love them only on September 5th. Be there. Follow them in your words and deeds. Be a representative of your teachers and learn the value system that they are following, and try to be honest, disciplined, sincere, God-fearing, and wonderful students and citizens of this great country. Take care, be safe, share the channel with others, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. I will be in touch with you regularly through the videos. If there are any things that you need from me to be assisted with, please let me know. Take care, God bless, and be safe.